Hey guys, hope you're doing well and welcome back to the channel. Hope you all had a fantastic week. So yeah, if you're on Footballindex Twitter, you won't have escaped the bombardment of Sorare pumping over the last couple of months. I have succumbed. I've decided to take a look into it, and this video will just be sharing my honest thoughts really on the platform as a new user. Very much don't know what I'm doing at the moment, very much figuring things out as I go along. Thanks to John Nellis and FI Mike Wagner actually, who helped with some questions on Twitter, which was really helpful. But I'm just going to go into the platform in a bit more detail, give my perspective on things as a new user and my plans for it going forward.
Okay guys, so I'm on to Sorare. I think the first thing that probably hits you is the player prices. I've seen a lot of discussion on Twitter about people thinking it might be a bit too rich for them, and then other current users dispelling that. I do think it's a slight issue because I was advised when starting the platform, look into Belgium leagues, Japanese league, Korean leagues, that kind of thing. But you're still looking at fairly reasonable prices for these guys, and these are players I know nothing about at the moment. So I think it's easier when you have used a platform for a bit of time to retrospectively say, you know what, you can start with a couple of £100, go into the Belgian leagues, go into the Korean leagues. But I think until you get to grips with the platform and really start to get a vested interest in these leagues, it's quite difficult to do that. So I've actually found it easier, or I've just put a bit more of an initial investment in and bought a couple of players that I at least know are valuable in real world football, and that hopefully will be valuable on Sorare as well. But we'll see. I might have wasted my money there. So yeah, I do think it's potentially an issue and a potential barrier for entry for potential new users. When you think back to Footballindex, and I know friends that have given it a go, and it's not really been for them in most cases. Some of them have stuck around a little bit longer, but you can get involved with Footballindex, on £100, £200, pick your favorite players. I'm a Spurs fan. I might go and buy Harry Kane, and I can enjoy that and slowly get into it that way. You don't really have that luxury of Sorare. So yes, you can get in with a few £100 and maybe pick up some Belgian players, but how likely is your average football fan or somebody to get into that? So that's a potential issue, I think, for growth, but maybe that's not the audience that Sorare is really appealing to anyway. So yeah, really kind of classy platform. The quality of the cards, the quality of the images is quite nice to see. So yeah, a lot to like about it in that sense, but the prices are our initial kind of scare sign. So first thing I did really was look into the help section, try to find out what I'm doing here. What are the rules? I don't think this was particularly conclusive, but again, I'm somebody that learns by doing. I think until I kind of get involved, I'm not going to be too sure. So read all through the rules. This was helpful, but there's so many leagues, and I don't think it's incredibly transparent. Who qualifies for these leagues? Why is X card worth X relative to these leagues? So this kind of diagram is fairly helpful, but and obviously the global structure, regional structure. So they do give you a bit of information, but yeah, it's still quite difficult as a new user coming in. How do I score points? Yeah, this was a bit ugly, I think, just bombarded with, a drop down, and suddenly here's the PB matrix or the scoring matrix. So might have liked a kind of different tab here, but again, yeah, pretty clear. I don't really know what a triple double or a double double is. Maybe somebody can help me out with that. But yeah, that's all helpful. Yeah, so another thing that's kind of pissed me off a bit with Sorare actually is the customer service. So if I can hide me, yeah, I spoke to this guy, Brian. I looked to sign up through an affiliate link. I think it was John Nellis's YouTube video. I must have made a mistake, but all I've got is kind of, no, can't have it. You were told this when the affiliate program got offered before November 2020, and no such incentives in case. So yeah, I think as a new user, made a slight mistake with the affiliate code, and I would have liked that to be honoured, as a kind of goodwill gesture, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So that's left me with a bit of a sour taste, really, starting out with the product, which, no disrespect to Brian or whoever these guys are. You think if you're a new user coming onto a platform with some significant funds to put into it, you might expect a goodwill gesture there to kind of bail you out. So don't do what I did. Make sure you use an affiliate code. Mine's down below, but feel free to use whoever you like. Just make sure you get that in. But yeah, generally, negatives aside, what appeals the most is just looks really, really great fun. I've got a team in this week that I scrambled together. Let's have a look at it. Pavard, who I massively overpaid for. Verito, I picked up yesterday. Matt Colbert, not really heard of him. Just scrapes together a few points every week by the looks. And Carlos Sola. I don't have a goalkeeper playing, so I've got 4 players. I do have a pretty decent Japanese goalkeeper that I think is going to be kicking off next week. So I'm planning on using him as a common card. Maybe, we'll see. I might decide to invest a bit more this week. But that's kind of my lineup for this week. Going to see how it goes. Trying to take things slowly, really, at the moment, and see how it goes. So yeah, kind of mixed feelings, really, at the moment. It does seem really, really good fun, really good potential. You can see the cards are exploding in value. I think again, I think there was a shot of Gary V picking up a unique João Felix. So you can see the global potential is absolutely huge, and that's what excites me about the platform, really, as well as the fun factor. But a few kind of things that have put me off as well. So yeah, we'll see how the next few weeks go. And yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Let me know if you've got any questions. I probably won't be able to help at this point, really. As you can tell, I'm very much in the dark and figuring things out as I go along. Any advice, please do reach out, and I'll be very much appreciative of that. But yeah.
So thanks very much for watching, guys. If you are going to give Sorare a crack, feel free to use my affiliate link below. Don't do what I did and go into it blind. You will have a job on your hands trying to get that free rare later down the line. So if you're not going to use my link, make sure you use somebody's. But yeah, stay tuned. Please do like and subscribe for more predominantly Football Index content coming soon. Take care.